Um, but for anyone who missed it yesterday, this is the house as we started working on it yesterday. I actually like it with this lighting. It looks really good. Um, the backside's not especially interesting, and that's just the nature of the way it's been. I might try and do something on the side here to make it a little bit more interesting, such as adding in a lot of jut out, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense in a lot of ways, but it does feel like it needs a little bit of interest over on this side. Um, but yeah, the back area that we had, I'm trying to mimic these houses to an extent, but still making it bigger because it is a larger lot. Um, if I jetted this out, the only place I could think of doing it that it would make sense would be like here. And doing it like that. But then I would want to make that into like bay windows. And I don't think I have the ability to do that. Not in the way that I'd want to. It would definitely give more interest to that side of the house. Let me see. It looks hideous. I hate it. I hate it. Thanks. Uh, I mean, I guess there's not a whole lot I could do with that side other than just leave it as it is and just put a garden slash yard over there as I was initially thinking of. Um, so one of the things I was working on was trying to do the basic layout more than anything prior to doing anything else. Um, which kind of is the whole. Let me see. This could potentially make a really good bathroom. That one and this one, even. Um, not even this one, actually. I don't know about that one. This one could make a really good bathroom. I could even fit one of the shower tub combinations right in this section here, and it's big enough to fit everything else in it. This could I turn that into a master bedroom slash bathroom? With this one being a bathroom that's out on the side. I wonder. Because then you would want a bedroom here. Let me see. Unless you build a wraparound porch and put the stairs for the porch up there. That's not necessarily a bad idea. At the same time, would the wraparound porch be weird in this house, though? If I do it all the way around? Like, it's not really big enough for it to be anything. Here, let me try something. Ah, shoot. Move over here. Put it like here. Oh, and then put the stairs here. Oh. That'd be interesting. I'm wondering if I can somehow make this part bigger. How far is that out? 4. kind of horrible like that. But if I do it like that, maybe. Do you know how weirdly ghetto it ends up looking, but at the same time it's interesting? Hi, potato. It's like it's fucking weird, and at the same time it's like captivating. Oh my god. Getting this to let you want to like move things down below is such a pain in the ass. It doesn't want the camera to move. Fucking let me move the camera, please. Camera. For fuck's sake. Here. It's a little awkward, but at the same time it looks kind of okay. I wonder if I can make an entrance on the second floor for that. Shit. I could put it up against there, or I could put it like there and sort of like floating stairs. It probably would be up against the wall. Not necessarily. The floating stairs could look good with it. Maybe. Let me see about railing. I already have the Homestyle Ascension railing. I don't think I have a copy for that one. I mean, it's not fantastic, but it's also not horrible. It's fucking weird. It's like why do you have this little round patio thing up here? It's like I don't know. No reason. But at the same time it gives it more oomph and makes it look more interesting. I don't I don't dislike it. I think I'm going to keep it. It looks like an old style home, like it should have been a set of apartments like this, but ended up not being. Unless I build it out like it's apartments, which I could, technically. It would never function like that, but you could build it like that. Oh, that would drive me nuts. I'd have to put a kitchen on the floors too. Um Yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll put in another door up here. Where do I want the door? I mean, technically, so going with the way this is, I could put the door here. It's a really long walk around. But it also means the Sims won't be as likely to use it. I could put the door here, have this be a basic entrance. Or something along those lines. Or I could just put the door around here and have it here. I'm having a hard time seeing where I want this door to be. I mean, I could also put it there. Have a door here. And I mean, it gets rid of the master bedroom doing it this way. I mean, you don't need a master bedroom all the time. I'm very much aware of that. I don't need a master bedroom. In fact, if I wanted to, I could turn this into a small bathroom, this into the master bedroom that's attached to the bathroom here, bedroom, entrance right here. And that might work. Unless you put the room on the left of the master bedroom with the connection to the bathroom. Yeah, that's what I'm going to end up doing, is this one. I'm not going to be able to do a sliding glass door as much as I would love to, just because it's going to look a little awkward and it wouldn't necessarily fit. But that's fine, because I can put in a more private type of door. Have it be that. Now let's get this wood. Windows. I kind of want some windows up here. See, I don't want these because I use these all the time. And I do like them, but I don't feel like they fit. Neither do these. Too tall. Sometimes it's really hard to find some windows that really look good with what we got going on. And I still haven't, if you look at the rest of the house, found a singular window pattern that works with these. I think the closest I was finding was this one. What about this one? Actually, this one might work. How do you look over here? A little too big. All right, so how do you... No. I don't like the height compared to the door. I think that's what bugs me the most about this. And it's one of those things where I'm all like, once again, Sims 4 did one thing, granted it took multiple patches, that I really wish had been put in The Sims 3, where you could move the windows up and down on the walls. This one. This one's the closest. Oh, the music. What the hell? That's a good question. You're the only one that said anything, and it's not picking up anything. How's that? I had to literally go in and change the properties with OBS and told it, don't pick default, pick the Yeti mic, which is the default, by the way. I have to do this in Discord sometimes.
Merry Christmas.
Akram, thank you for the resub. You literally stood in silence. It was silent on stream. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned something. No. I'm glad you mentioned. I didn't even notice because I've never had to do that before. So I went in and to desktop audio. I went into properties. It said, "Oh, pick a default." It wasn't playing anything. I told it to pick my Yeti microphone where the sound comes out of. So suddenly it picks up, and then out of curiosity, I switched it back to default just now, and it's still working. Whatever. I mean, I guess at least I was talking during the entire time, and you didn't have to hear the everything. I just realized the white of the window probably looks really weird in comparison to the doors. Because the doors I kept as being brown on the inside, which doesn't make any sense in hindsight. No, you know what? Hold on. Yes, it does, because I need to change everything else. Damn it. It's just like, it's kind of quiet. You're just waiting for a call to come. No, I'm glad you said something. No, as I mentioned, Discord does that to me, and it's really weird. When Discord ever has an update, what happens is, when I go into a Discord call, it will not recognize my microphone, either for giving me sound or for transmitting my voice, until I go in and change the default devices over to my Yeti microphone. Then everything picks up. Only happens after an update, because if I change it to the Yeti microphone and then I switch it back to default, it has no problems. I have no idea what causes it, and honestly, it hasn't been enough of an issue for me to care to spend the time to look into it, so I've just kind of done a whole whatever with it. But yeah, it's just freaking weird to me. Here, go here. I don't know how I never noticed this beforehand. I was all like, oh no, the windows would be fine being like white on both sides. I'm like, no, it's not. It actually really horribly... This one might be fine because I don't know what color I want that room to be at. Oh no, you know what? Upstairs too. Because I do have the windows up here. I have 2 fucking huge ass windows up here. I don't even know if I want these windows up here anymore. Like, this is supposed to be a bedroom, and you got these huge ass things in here. Oh my god. That's one huge window for this bedroom. Okay. Do you want people to look into your bedroom? Here. Oh, this is disturbing. Just putting that here. Maybe we shouldn't put a window in there. I don't know. I feel really bad putting a window. It's like whoever gets that bedroom, it's like, fuck you. You don't have any privacy. God damn it. Just realized I didn't carry it over to these windows here. Don't put a window like that in the bedroom. I'll probably fix it. I mean, I can put curtains over it too, but I'll probably replace it. Oh, the attempted kitchen. The initial attempted kitchen. Okay. So first things first, I was trying to discover a wall light to use because once I get the lights up, it makes it easier to decorate around. I definitely want wall lamps in this house. I mean, honestly, this one wouldn't be that bad. Let me see. This one or... this one. Or the Craftsman one. I mean, the house isn't exactly Craftsman in style. This is too over-the-top opulent. I think we're gonna end up with these. I mean, I like the house, but ultimately, I don't feel as much as the house is upscale in some ways. I don't feel like it's that upscale. Like, I feel like it's one of those houses that wants to be more upscale than it actually is. I fed a wall-eyed here. Move objects on. I mean, I really don't need to fit one there because I can put one for here. There. Move objects off. Let's not fuck with it. I mean, it wouldn't matter putting it there, honestly. But by the same token... you know what? Fuck it. I'm leaving it. I like it there. Alright. TV-ish setup. I don't necessarily want to do that yet. Lights. Lights. Stick with lights. Oh, no. Oh god, they're starting to call in, so you may be lurking soon. I like the way you say that. They're like, oh god, they're coming. You're like Isaac when it ends up when like the calls start coming in for him at work and he just dreads his life. Oh my god. Alright, so what about ceiling lights out of curiosity that would fit? Not necessarily a dangling one. This one's too big. No. Pendant, too modern. Too... Honestly, it'd probably be one of these. As much as I'd rather it not be, it's probably these. Because I'm gonna end up with the dining table here. Now, how big of a dining table we're doing, I don't know. Probably a 2. They are, lol, they're always so angry, like, damn, I didn't fuck up your phone. Be the solution. Be the solution. It's usually the mantra I give to myself whenever I'm working with the help desk. Or whenever I am actually, like, you know, having a job and actually working help desk. It actually kind of works for the most part. You get a lot of people that'll be upset and everything, but eventually, like, as they get to know me, they stop being angry at me and they start seeing me as a solution. And it's kind of nice when it gets to that point. I kind of like this table better. I don't like the color. I needed a different color from the floor so that it stands out a little. I'm also a little worried. Fuck. You know my biggest worry with that table? Any table I sit here, if I put a chair in, the chair essentially takes up these spots, I think. Which means they don't fit. Usually sad in the holidays. You bought an RTX 3070 to try to ease the pain. Now sad and no money. I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh at your pain, but why did you buy a 3070? I'm not touching ray tracing technology until we start getting video games where it really, really, really makes a major impactful difference. Right now, it's like, ooh, look, it's slightly prettier. But to me, I'm all like, it needs to... I need to be pushed into needing to get it before I'm willing to buy into a new piece of technology. Because by that time that happens, that technology becomes a lot cheaper than it currently is. I don't buy into the new video cards when they come out. And RTX is... It's nice. I would love to have one. I'm not willing for us to spend the money. So, here's the thing. This is why I don't do this. If you notice, I can't put it here. Because essentially, it's taking up this spot. Even when it's here. So, because there's a doorway here, it won't work. So, as much as I would love a 2x1 table, I think I'm going to need a 1x1. I think we're going to have to plop down this little guy. Your 1660 Ti is not holding very well in 1440p. See, I just don't do 1440p. I don't feel the need to have to go that high right now. I'm like, But I mean, if that's what you're doing, then yeah. I mean, what do we have? We still have the 1080s. They work perfectly fine. They're great. Yo, we play on a TV. Yeah, I mean... I can't say anything against it because when we traded out our TV for my old flat screen, which was a 32-inch, because our living room is longer than it is wide, so it's actually kind of thin, so a small TV works perfectly. And that was the same thing when in my old apartment, when I was in Los Angeles, was a small TV worked perfectly fine. So 32-inch when I had my own place was perfect. And honestly, the 32-inch was perfectly fine here. Until we got the PS4, and we started playing games like Final Fantasy 15 on it, and saw how tiny the menus were. Isaac didn't have as much of a problem. And I can't say that my eyesight's necessarily deteriorating, but I will say that when you start hitting your 40s, you definitely don't see as super sharp as you did in your 20s. And I was squinting to read some of the menus unless I had my glasses and was leaning forward in a little bit. And I was just all like, I shouldn't have to do this. I'm all like, am I that old this quickly? No. It turned out once we upgraded the TV for an extra like 10, 12 inches, so we have like I think we have a 42 or a 44 inch right now, or maybe it's a 46. I don't remember. It's not 50. It's 40 something. Suddenly everything's readable. Now I don't have problems playing any games on it at all. So yeah, it's like I can totally see doing it because of graphical reasons for working better with your TV. Oh god, does that mean you're gonna need bigger glasses? Yeah. You have troubles with small menus. Yeah, the small menus. When we went offline, when the modem died, Isaac had just recently finished playing the Final Fantasy VII Remake. And now he's got me pretty much forcibly playing it. He really wants me to play it. And I told him, I said, I will play it with him, in front of him, which we did previously with Persona 5, but only after he finished it. So now that he's done with it, we've deemed that it was okay for me to be playing it. And he wanted to sit in while I was playing it and just watch me play. So that's what we've been doing with that one. But yeah, I've only just started playing it. Why do I always do this green? Like, I have green walls, and then I automatically gravitate towards green. Shouldn't I have, like, red? Yeah, the winter sale's still going on all the platforms, as far as I've seen. Steam, I think all the console stores, I want to say. Don't quote me on that. I know Nintendo has an indie game sale. I don't know what else it extends for. PlayStation Store, I'm pretty sure, has something. GOG, I know, is definitely going on. GOG's sale started like a full week before. I can't find anything I desperately want on any of them. Like, I mean, GOG, I picked up a bunch of games on. That's about it. Red and green sounds like Christmas. It does, but you know what they are, Chilu? Is they're actually they're also opposite colors. That as much as you think Christmas, they work very well together. So what I'm trying to do is not make a startling red, and trying to have more like a rust red, because then it looks less like Christmas, but still works, I think. I mean, that rug looks pretty okay, I think. No. But I know what you're saying, because I actually tend to agree with you on that one. Hey, Artificially Catherine. You bought Immortal Phoenix a lot cheaper. It's not on Steam though. No, Immortal. I don't understand why Ubisoft has brought almost all of their games to Steam, but they will not bring games like their newer games, at least from what I can see. Like, Immortals Phoenix Rising is only on... hi, Dr. Delvin. Immortals Phoenix Rising is only on the Ubisoft store. And honestly, at this point, I already own a few games on the Ubisoft store, and I prefer not to, but if it's the only place I can buy a few of the games, I've given up trying to fight against Ubisoft on that one. I'm just like, whatever. It's kind of like Origin. I have a handful of games on Origin. I will buy it on Steam, preferably over and above Origin, but if I can only get it on Origin. Like, Dragon Age Inquisition back in the day, I got it through Origin. I also have Sinking City, I think I got it through Origin, but that's because Sinking City still has licensing issues because of their lawsuit with the original publisher back in the day, and so they're still having problems releasing on Steam for some reason. I don't know. That's their deal. I don't know what's going on. I would have gotten Sinking City on Steam otherwise. Let me see. Yeah, I'm fine with that hair color. Come here. Why? Fuck. So... I can't place it there because of this fucking door. You might buy yourself a game for Christmas and act surprised while the game installs. Yeah. I was thinking of looking for a game to yay, I'm getting this like for myself and get one for Isaac kind of thing, but I can't find anything I desperately want. I'm curious enough about Horizon, but at the same time not enough for me to be all like, yay. And I've seen that apparently a whole bunch of people are like, oh my god, Horizon New Dawn is so fucking amazing, you need to play it. And I'm just like, yeah. Like, I do, but I don't. I don't know why I never changed this. Here, be this. Yeah, sure, be that. Wow, it looks so different. Actually, it looks better. Okay. I'm just gonna keep this like this. That freaking Ubisoft Uplay crap. Just stop buying Ubisoft games entirely because then you'd buy them on Steam and you'd still want to run a Uplay in the background. I don't like a lot of games that Ubisoft has, but I don't hate Ubisoft enough for me to care about Uplay. Yeah, I'm annoyed with Uplay running in the background and everything, but honestly, Steam runs in the background when I play a Steam game, so I don't mind if Ubisoft runs in the background. And I can turn Steam off and have Uplay run in the background. I haven't noticed a performance hit with Uplay running in the background. The one thing I don't like, and I showed it when I had streamed Immortals Phoenix Rising, is that when you go into the fucking pause menu, it's like a goddamn commercial on your right-hand side from Ubisoft going, do you want to spend Ubisoft coins in our store? You could buy this for your characters in Immortal Rising. You should check out here, click here to see the latest updates that's going on within the game. Want to see the latest challenges and what other people did? Look at our tips and tricks. And I'm just all like, I just want to play the game, shut the fuck up. But, yeah. I like how there's, like, no options for, I'm just gonna end up having wood textures everywhere in this house. Hold on. Just don't want 8,000 different launchers running in the background. If you buy it on Steam, then use Steam as the launcher. Yeah, they do it because of their DRM, and I understand what you're saying, and I understand the whole DRM, but yeah, it's fucking annoying. It's really annoying to me. I don't like having to have 50 million launchers. Well, for instance, when I have Sims 3 right now, I have the Sims 3 from CD. It forces me to have Origin running in the background now. But I think Quizzy had told me that was because of the last update for The Sims 3 forced Origin to run in the background. And I don't like it. At the same time, I just don't care enough to try and gimmick it to get it to not run. And I know you can. I just don't care enough. It's too much work at this point for me to not do it. So I'm just like, whatever. Unless it's causing a performance hit, I'm not gonna care. I don't like Ubisoft's launcher. I've never liked their launcher. But at the same time, it's just like, eh. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It's just, eh. If only Steam had built in DRM. Oh, right. Well, it requires Ubisoft to work with Steam, and would they be willing to do that to that extent? No, because apparently a lot of the companies have problems with that whole thing. I don't know. I've just realized that if I I need to really want to play certain games in order for me to deal with something like Origin or whatever running in the background. Sinking City I got because I desperately wanted to play it. I was not willing. I am not willing. I am absolutely not willing. And I've said it millions and millions of times, and I will always say it. I refuse to touch the Epic Store. I do not like their business practices at all, and I will not touch them. So the only other place for me to get Sinking City was either buy it directly from the publisher, which I was thinking of doing. Problem is, if I, for some reason, uninstall it or have problems with it and I forget later down the line where I got it, it's more of a hassle for me to figure it out than to have it attached to one of the few launchers I use. So I have Origin, I have Ubisoft Connect. I dislike having those two, but whatever. I have Battle.net, but I almost never use it, and at the same time, I hate Blizzard's Battle.net because that launcher just annoys the hell out of me. But my two primaries are Steam and GOG. Steam is pretty much almost any game. If I get a retro game, I will go through GOG first and foremost. And as a result, when I'm looking to play a retro game, I know that most of my games are in GOG. Trying to figure out what pattern I want this thing to be. I'd like some sort of pattern in there. I mean, that's nice-ish, but... Actually, that's kind of nice. Hold on. Get a different pattern here. Fabrics. You're a Steam boy through and through. I used to hate Steam when it first came out. I used to refuse. I always wanted physical copies, and even to this day, if I had the choice, if like someone had told me physical copies never died, and Steam was still around, which would I choose? I would choose physical copies. I'd have way too many physical copies at this point as a result, but I always preferred physical copies over digital. But at the same time, I learned a long time ago to stop fighting it. Trying to get the right balance here. But I've learned, basically over time, I've learned to really, really like Steam. I like a lot of their policies. I like the way they function. I like the fact that their return policies are so simple for the most part. I have never had a problem returning a game when I've been within the time frame. I almost never return games. It's very rare. I don't like that. But yeah, it's I like Steam thoroughly because of that. I definitely dislike getting some. If I have to choose to get something on like Ubisoft on Uplay or on Origin, I am absolutely 100% sure, without a doubt, that it's a game I want. Because I hate their whole, the moment you install it, your returns are null and void. I get what they're trying to do, but you know what? Sometimes when a game is so fucking broken or fucked up, you should be able to return it. And they don't normally allow you to do that, but I'm having so many problems with this color scheme. Ew. Alright. It looks horrible. What about this? I'm having to scroll back up to see what you guys are saying because I've been focusing on this color scheme too much. You don't care very much for different. You can never keep track of your physical copies, so you embrace Steam really early. I have all my physical copies. That's why I've been able to play the retro games, because I kept everything from whenever I started playing computer games. It's like insane the number of CDs and DVDs I have on hand that's in this room alone. Because I have like something like 200 physical games. You don't care for different clients, but some of them clearly broken. Looking at you, Microsoft, get that. Yeah, I have Microsoft Store in general. I have a lot of beef with because of a lot of issues I've had with it. And it drives me nuts because of that. But like, there's only so much I can do with it. I kind of like that. It's simple, but at the same time, it looks okay-ish. It doesn't look like it fits. I hate it. Here's what I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna try and turn it into a red. What did you make, Sajana? Yeah, you've returned games beyond that time limit when it's a time-breaking bug if the devs reply that they have no way to fix it. Just takes a few review period. Yeah. Most of the time, if it's an early access game that has had problems, I mean, most of the time I just keep it anyways. I don't even return it. It's like I said, it's very rare for me to return stuff. Like Westmark Manor, which I streamed a few times. I have no doubt that the devs will eventually fix it to where it will be much more playable than when I had played it, and I'm really looking forward to that happening. I think it's going to take a little bit of time for them to get to that point, but I'm looking forward to it when it does happen, because what I did play of it promises so much and has such a good concept behind it. It's just there were so many bugs in it. And the thing is, when I did like review it and I contacted the devs and criticized it on Steam, they were very responsive. And they were very apologetic, and they even gave me like 2 free copies of the game to like give out to people, which were already given. But they were all like, basically their whole thing was like, please have faith in us. And I'm like, oh no, I do have faith in you guys, and I do have faith that you guys will fix this. And I look forward to the day when it is fixed. Also, Strempet, thank you for the follow. You've always wanted to start streaming, but you're scared because the internet can be an unpleasant place. Any tips? If you are scared, it's a fear you're gonna just have to deal with, and possibly experience, because you know what? You're right. Some people can be assholes. I don't have any tips on that one other than the fact that if you try streaming and anyone gets really pissy with you or whatever, first of all, you have the ability to control what people say. If you really want to, don't do it too hard, otherwise you can end up annoying people. But if it turns you off because of that, it might not be the platform for you to do. And it might not be something that you'd want to do. But there's no harm in trying. You just have to be aware that failure is always an option if that's what can end up happening. I mean, that goes for anything in life, honestly. But for the most part, like what I'm doing right now, I try to find games that people end up liking, wanting to see playing, but at the same time, I try to play games not necessarily just because people want to see it, but because I want to play it. Otherwise, I'm going to end up playing a bunch of stuff I really, really don't want. I feel like someone may one day swing that door open and shatter that wall, that lamp on the wall. Oh. So, but yeah, all I can say is, like, if you've ever wanted to start streaming and you're not sure if you should, all you can do is try. If you're apprehensive because you're worried people will be mean to you, it's always possible people will be, and there's not much you can do about it other than deal with it as it arises. And if you don't think that you can deal with it when it does arise, like I said, it might not be the best thing for you to do. Like, it's always important to consider your mental health first and foremost, above and beyond anything else. For a second, I was all like, master bedroom, master bathroom, and I'm like, why is the bathroom so huge? And then I was like, wait, no, this is supposed to be another bedroom. Oh, jeez. This is an RPG that didn't use the early access. It used a single save slot for progress. Oh. You fell through some geometry breaking script to get through the area you were in. The only solution the devs had was to restart the game from the very beginning. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, I would have returned that too. Like, oh, you fell through our world. It's too bad, so sad. Like, try again. You're like, what? Also, I don't know if I like this hallway the way it is. But the other way I was thinking of doing it was do a wall here and then go this way, and it looked weird. I like this flow is better. Have you ever built a closet before? In The Sims? No, because in The Sims 3, it's not practical. It doesn't do anything. I found out that in The Sims 2, you actually have closet-type stuff that you can use that makes closets viable. Why they got rid of them in The Sims 3, I'm not entirely sure, but I've never ever done an actual closet. Hey, I just met you. No, you didn't. You married me. And for anyone new, Dilzik talking in chat is my husband, Izzik. We are Dilly and Izzik. We make up the channel together. And this is what he does on the side when he's working from at home when he doesn't have a call to take. Okay, so when anyone hasn't seen it, Thanks to the wonderful suggestion of Chilu, we have this as our feature that goes around the house because the house was looking really, really plain around it. It's such a cheesy little feature for the balcony area / house. It doesn't really make sense, but there's a lot of houses I've seen that have done this kind of thing, so it makes sense in some weird ass way. So we're keeping it. It's a crazy call him maybe. Stop it. I knew geese. But yeah, no, I really like this idea. I'm now considering, should I just get rid of this little pop-out point? Because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It's... It's a feature. We'll put some chairs or something up there. Or a barbecue. I don't know. Figure it out later. You know what I do want to figure out? So... When you're in this mode, having this like this is a pain in the ass. So there was something I had done in the past. Went in here, we went to miscellaneous. Actually, it's anything. You can end up doing this. And I believe my memory serves me. Actually, this is the worst way to do it. Hold on. Carpet. This one. It's a trick that I've seen other builders do online.
Mushroom.
You make it solid black. You basically sit there and tell it to, Lil Woody Unagoder, thank you for the follow. You basically go into miscellaneous. You take this one, which is what I call the IKEA white, and you make it pitch black. And then you put it here, and here, and here. And you only want to do it in certain locations, but when you're playing the game, it makes you stop noticing that area as opposed to it being like this or like this. Because it's kind of like you lose focus on the flow, but when you put it there, it's very clear that it's the break. I don't do it often because it's pointless to do it a lot of times, but there's certain times when it does make a lot of sense. The lighting in the house is shit. I'm aware it's shit. Like, there's no lighting here. Now there's lighting. Open the door, smack the ceiling light. Looks like an old 80s house. There's nothing wrong with that. No, it doesn't look like an old 80s house, but it kind of does at the same time. There's nothing wrong with that when there's no light. Nothing in this design screams 80s house. I want to make an 80s house, guys. Now that I remember it, I want to make an 80s house. You know, with the cheesy, like, slightly peach pink colored wood with the gold brass trims. This house does scream old. It screams old, but not, like, antique-y old. And that's kind of what I was hoping for, sort of. Except, let me in here. I want this. Carry to a few rooms. Like, same wood paneling, but you have this stupid look. Wait, do I? like how that just... Oh, because it is less channels. I don't like it. I don't necessarily like that texture either. Not for this house. It seems like it's a little off. But I also feel like that entire crown molding is a little too much for this room. Ew. No. It's the same one as what I just did. Quite like 80s houses. 80s houses were notorious for that weird paneling and severe lack of light. What? No. No, the weird wood paneling was the 70s thing. Darling. No, wood paneled walls was from the 70s, not the 80s. I don't know about you guys, but you really like that. I mean, yeah, no, there's people that like the 80s houses. That's like, there's nothing wrong with it. I know, I've known people who really like 80s style houses. I kind of want to design one because I think it would be kind of cool, and I've never done one. That. Here. It's simpler. I want to put wallpaper in here. Boom! Oh, God. Oh, my God. What if I did... Hold on. Wait, I got it. No, not that one. That was the wrong tool. Grab this. Put one there. Thanks, game. Oh, before I do this, hold on. Because it's the wrong wood color. Is it? Hold on. It might not be. I have to do a shift click. And then I have to tell it to do that. Okay. And then I tell this to go... Honestly, I don't know if it was a different wood color, but... How horrible is this wallpaper? And at the same time, how majestically glorious is it? Like, the bedroom, the guest bedroom is in this wallpaper. Oh my God. Also, there's no windows here because you'd end up with windows for the guest bedroom, and we don't like that. But we need some light. God damn it. Stupid frickin' camera. Hold on. Edit town. We're gonna save this real quick. So that house is right there. I want to save it. Still can't see the chest park, I'm noticing. Like, it's not popping up on the map. I'm wondering if that's a thing that just happens with the Sims overworld maps when you have too many buildings on the map. Because there's not as many buildings as you could have on this map. But it's also, this map is kind of limited. Because there's when I managed to get this map at one point dropped into the Create a World utility program for The Sims 3 after I had built in it. There's a lot of areas that are marked off as never allowed to send a sim there and never allowed to world build. So you'd have to really go in and edit the map itself just to make certain areas available for putting houses into. Which I found a little odd at first, but at the same time, I almost don't want to put any... Here, let's get some curtains. First of all, let's find some curtains that actually fit these windows. Some giant blinds. I know there has to be some curtains, and they have to be decent ones, not those. Really? Giants with tassels? Come on. What about this? Because you can't move it up and down the wall, it doesn't work. It goes through the windowsill. Otherwise, I'd almost consider it. Too big. Almost good, but it clips. It clips through the top of the windowsill. Yeah, this is my problem with a lot of the curtains in The Sims 3 too. Is there are curtain options, but they work with very selective windows. And it kind of kills me in a lot of ways because there's been a lot of times where I cannot put up a curtain just because it does not fit. And this makes no sense. This thing is massive with that giant thing. I don't even know what that's called. But... I mean, I could do these, but it's kind of hideous. Cafe trick. Are we just having no blinds? Here. Yo. It's either these or nothing. Oh, that bugs me. Hi.
Hey.
Do you?
Yeah, just a little.
So upset that these are like this.
Yeah, why did they program like that?
Because that's how they set up the curtains. They didn't make them so you can raise or lower them, and it makes it difficult to fit them into windows.
Speaking of curtains, did
Ew.
you order those blinds?
What about that? No, I did
Those are
not.
pretty.
This actually works.
Your haircut.
No. I don't need a haircut right now.
You need a haircut. This makes it so long. Like the lady hair.
That's because you don't know how to cut hair in
because you
general.
Stop.
No, it's because you don't know how to cut hair. And don't feel all upset about that because you don't know how to cut hair. No. Go away. No.
Dilly will shave his head for charity.
No, I won't.
I would. But I'd shave my head for anything.
I can't even pick like proper color schemes without like light in here. Like I can't. I need a light source.
Candles throughout the entire
There,
house.
light source.
Do those fluorescent bulbs with the plastic that you can't really see them through?
What?
Dilly,
Can you turn that off?
No, it's perfect.
No, turn it off. People are wasting points.
They'll get them back when I approve it regardless.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're not really collecting the points for the drunk Pokemon drawing stream anymore because
I'm
we've
still-
missed 5
I'm
days from us being down.
If you guys still do it, I'll be surprised, so live to impress me.
Yeah, live to impress Isaac, but regardless,
We were down for 6 days. I know.
we were down for 5.5, 6 days, so we're just gonna do it.
But don't tell anyone else, because we still want to see if you can do it.
Yeah, but don't tell anyone else, even though I've been saying it since yesterday. To impress who? I don't know him. I agree.
Whoa!
Look at how ridiculously over the top this is. It's probably not even real wood. It's probably like lacquer painted to look like wood.
I like you. I'm getting to spend another Christmas with you. I'm excited.
Snickerdoodles came out good. I tried another one.
Once they cooled, they were fine.
I made snickerdoodles last night. I found a recipe online.
They're not good warm.
Yeah, you can't have them when they're warm, we found out. But I made them from scratch. I like how when Isaac was trying to give me recommendations last night, it's like trying to listen to a 17-year-old, I don't know, I just some obscure teenage age. It's like trying to listen to a teenager who plays a PlayStation instruct you on how to build a computer. That's what it was like listening to him giving me suggestions on how to fix the cookie recipe. Because he was like, you need to use that less batter next time. And I was just staring at him and I was all like, what? I'm like, what are you saying? He's like, less batter. There's too much batter in there. And I'm all like, it's cookie dough. It's not batter, first of all. And it was literally, I did it from fucking scratch. Literally flour, butter, sugar, baking soda, cream of tartar. Well, yeah, baking soda, cream of tartar. Like, I was just like, what? Oh my god, your cousin has those curtains? All right, we're keeping them then. No, stop it. Yeah, maybe a little bit less, but no. So the recipe sat there and said these are like I was just looking for a snickerdoodle recipe, and the one thing I learned about snickerdoodles made from scratch, I was constantly seeing recipes that were saying that basically had all ingredients that I already had at home. So I was like, oh, might as well just make some snickerdoodles because apparently they're a favorite holiday cookie, and yeah. So I made snickerdoodles, and so the whole recipe said that the perfect snickerdoodle requires a balance of sweetness with the cinnamon and sugar, balanced against the tartness that you get from the cream of tartar. I followed the recipe to a T. I think they came out great. There's a slight bit more tartness than Isaac would like in them. I'm not against it at all. I think it actually is a fantastic cookie, but I'm not against using a little less cream of tartar next time. Like maybe, I think it was 1.5 teaspoons of cream of tartar that was put in. I'd probably just put in 1 teaspoon next time. But at the same time, I think cream of tartar also helps the cookie remain soft. So I'm kind of worried about what would happen if I removed out half a teaspoon of it. But it made a decent number of cookies. They weren't hard to do. The most painful part of it was just rolling the dough into balls and then rolling it through the cinnamon sugar. I'm looking, by the way, on what kind of TV I want in here. Oh my god, this place screams just use an old TV, doesn't it? Like, give them this. Give them this. Retrotastic. Fun 4. Do these TVs ever get more than fun? Look, fun 6 because it's hi-fi Plasmondo TV. Remember plasma TVs? When they were all the rage. I remember plasma TVs being all the rage. Tubular television, fun 4 plus athletic. It gets like, look at this. So this one has cooking, athletic, and gardening. This one has athletic. Do you know what that means? That means this one doesn't get enough signals. We're gonna use this one. Here. Do that color scheme. This is a very vintage house. It's starting to be. I was never intending it to be that way, but at the same time, it kind of feels like that. Well, I mean, so the whole original design for the exterior was it was supposed to try and mimic the other houses on the street. These three. Which, by the way, these three are basically picked up and slapped down one after another with slight changes. And I went into them off stream and I made additional changes because they were all like, the second floor was like, had a single bed. I turned it into 2 bedrooms up there on each of them. So these houses each fit 3 to 4 Sims, whereas it used to fit 1 or 2. And the first floor was like crap. But anyways, so I was trying to mimic the whole concept of it over here while making a bigger house just because the lot was larger. This used to be designated as a cat park, but it had nothing on it. And honestly, the whole concept of a cat park... I looked up what cat parks do in The Sims and in The Sims 3, and I'm not impressed enough with them to want to place them into my town. They basically attract cat lovers. Oh. It's really weird. And now you can't go there. You can go there. Fucking hell! If this entire house was moved out back one more, I could center this table. I'm not doing it. It's too much of a pain in the ass. So just leave it like that. Whatever. It's a very vintage house. Very vintage. Very vintage. Standing lamp. Question is, how vintage do we want to get? This is an over-the-chair type of lamp, though. Because it's like a reading lamp. Same as like this one. Those aren't meant to be in the corner. I don't know why I was putting it at a diagonal. Like, what is that going to do to it? Oh my god. Here. What the... That beautiful brassy look. That cheap-ass brass look you used to get in these lamps back in the day. Oh my god. It's too... There. That's better. My problem with this is it doesn't quite look like it fits necessarily. It looks like it needs a plant. It just needs this plant. This ugly ass plant that I hate this pot. Who the fuck would want this pot? I feel like you would end up having a pet or a toddler come along and just bump into it and the whole pot would lose its balance, fall over, shatter, and just drop a plant everywhere. Like, I mean, the only other one I have is this one, but I feel like for vintage homes, this is an outdoor plant. Always just stick this on the floor. It's not a floor plant. Where is my favorite one? Where's that stupid rubber plant? Here, fern. Fern. You know what I was like thinking of just now? I'm like, wait a minute. Wouldn't they have one of those side tables that would just have a plant on it? But I can put the small one on. Put like this one on. What the hell does it sit there? You just stick that in the corner. Like, where's the other custom one that I had? Just put this there. Why are we making fun of this house now? We were doing so good at building this house, and now it's just like, how much fun can we make of this? You know what you do with the top of this? Is you sit there and you're all like, hey, what do you want to know what vintage is? Vintage is when the top of your table is made of marble. Oh, no. You love this house. You would totally live in it in real life. I mean, the layout and overall design of it, I don't hate. And even if it's vintage, I mean, aside from this wallpaper, but even if it's vintage, this house is fantastic in its original, in its overall layout. I would live here. I wouldn't want to clean it, but I would totally live here. God. You know what I want that to be? Hold on. I want it to be wood. Not that kind. Not that. It has to be facing the other way. There you go. So now it looks like wood planks almost, but you can't really see it, but that's fine. We need a couch. We need a couch. It needs to not be modern. It also probably needs to be a love seat, because I don't think we're going to fit anything else here properly. Oh, I always use this one. It's the easy one to use. I love it. That's why. What about this one? Here, because we can change this. Ooh. It's a little too antique-y, though, isn't it? I mean, it's not as antique as some others can be, but it is still a little antique-y. This doesn't fit this house, though. I feel like this fits the house. But you know what I really want out of this? I want this to be fabric. I'm fine with that. Okay. Coffee table. Will they? I don't know if they'll maneuver around that. I think it'd have to be there. I hate how the coffee tables function in The Sims 3. After playing The Sims 2, as much as I love coffee tables, I hate the level of distance that you need to give to the Sims in The Sims 3 for a coffee table to function. Because you need to give them a full square in front of the couch for them to walk through it. Otherwise, they'll clip into it and they'll smack it, and they just... Like, you need to put the distance like this. Whereas in The Sims 2, you can literally do this and they'll walk around it. Like, you can do this and they will totally have no problems manipulating themselves through this space or this space. But in The Sims 3, they'll stand here and they'll go, oh, Fugushna, and they won't be able to move through this part, or this part. Because this is less than a square, this is less than a square, and this is less than a square back here. I'm like, ugh. And I've already tested it. Half a square isn't good enough. It doesn't work. It needs to be a full square. Wait, does it? Will they have problems with this one? Actually, I don't know. Maybe it's better to just do this and put a chair here, but then they still will have problems interacting there. You know what? I have an idea. Let me get a chair here. You can get a matching chair. I could just go boom. Copy. And I can take this lamp out. Put it over here because I may want to use it. And then I can put in one of those reading lamps, like this one. Now it makes sense. It's actually fine. Ah. All right. Pictures. Photos. I want something on the wall because the wall feels very blank here. And the thing is, I don't know what to put up here in general without... Because the TV's at such an awkward size. It might be easier just to shove a bunch of little pictures around it, but I don't want those little pictures either. So I don't want that. Just the dog pictures. What about just shelving? I mean, I could put shelves. Oh my god. That's the one thing I did in that one house. It looks great in a modern home if you do it right. I would love to do it again. You turn it into a silhouette. In case you hadn't seen when I did it before, you do something like this, and then you go like onto it, and you just say, be black, black, black. And then you say, like, the birds, be black. And then you have modern art on the walls. Like, it's just a cool, simple little thing. And if you do it with the right walls in the right environment, it looks great. And it looks better with the trees. When am I playing Heretic 2 today? Today. I am planning on playing Heretic 2 today, and I'm probably going to play it sooner rather than later today, because Isaac gets out of work earlier, and I don't know if I'm going to hand the stream over to him when he's off of work, or if we're just going to play something together like Minecraft. But I do want to play more Heretic 2 today. I like that I made a decent amount of progress in it yesterday, and I want to keep that progress going with it. And while I'm keep on running into little things like the environment constantly killing me, I'm really enjoying playing it. There's definitely, it's really sad to me that it's one of those games that is unlikely to see the light of day again due to licensing issues, because it's just so enjoyable to play even now. The Angela cat. You should play Minecraft. I mean, if we play Minecraft, it'll be with me and Isaac together, and it will be later on today. I did tell him that some people have mentioned that they wanted us to play Minecraft again. I've also said that some people have mentioned Don't Starve Together, and those are two games that I've been mentioning to him I'd like to play again with him. So, I kind of like the fact that this takes up all this wall space, but it does not fit this house at all. Wait, does it? I mean, I'm not against it. Oh, I don't care if Don't Starve is overplayed. I enjoy playing it with Isaac, and I want to see what the new stuff is. Like, it's been a long time since we've played it together, and we really enjoy it when we're playing it together. He personally says that we played it so much in the past that he still wants break time off of it. But I'm like, dude, it's been years. Plus, with all the new updates, which neither one of us have seen, there's a lot of stuff in it. But there's also like Stardew Valley, which I know is like another thing that we've played before, which is not necessarily like, oh, it makes the most amazing stream, but some of those updates that came out recently makes me really, really, really want to see it. So, I don't know. I might end up just doing Stardew Valley on my own on the side, just privately off stream, just to see some of the update stuff. I've never actually beaten Stardew Valley. Like the first, 3 years that you're supposed to have? Never finished it. I went like through, I think, an entire year, and then I would get sidetracked and do something else. Haven't played Minecraft in 4 years. You guys should do modded Minecraft. I prefer it vanilla because I still feel like I'm learning it. Isaac does have it modded a little bit. There is some extra stuff added to it at this point. I just saw those endings. Yeah, Stardew and Don't Starve got a lot of updates. Yeah, but at the same time, I think some of the other characters still need to be updated in Don't Starve, which is why I don't really mind if we end up waiting a bit longer for it. I just want to see them. Even if, like, I play it with him off-stream or something, I do want to see what the updates are. And I did personally enjoy, like, playing it with him in the past, that I'd like to end up playing it just to play it. Like, a casual playthrough. That's usually what we do. Even with Minecraft, we play it very casually. We always play it in survival mode, we always play it casually, and we usually always focus on redoing the villages. It's like, those villagers don't have a good enough life until they have, like, been touched by us. Botania mod is what you use for Minecraft. It's super complicated, but it's really cool. Botania is the mod that he has installed. Botania makes me angry. It's overly complicated, and it drives me nuts. But at the same time, I need to just calm down, relax, and give it some more time and just try it. Because it does look like it'd be relatively interesting. At the same time, I don't like the over-complexity that it adds. It's kind of like a mixed bag. But that is the mod that's installed. I'm trying to find a rug that fits this little spot, and I don't think I have one. I think the closest I'm gonna get is this thing. I mean, I could always go without putting a rug there. I almost never not put a rug down. I could always just carpet this room too. Derek Westy, thank you for the follow. Just want to spend time with him, typical you behavior. I have no idea what that means. But yes, I do typically just want to spend time with my husband. It's kind of a thing that happens when you're in a marriage. So many mods go over the top with needless complications. Yeah, and I think that's one of my problems with some of the modded content, is like, while I'm interested in it, some of it's just overly complicated and it feels unnecessary. Like, I just want to enjoy it for what it is, and I feel like there's so much extra. I was seriously thinking about carpeting this hallway, because honestly, this little break that the hallway offers makes it very easy to carpet this, but at the same time, kind of looks like shit carpeted. Wait, Minecraft mods? You don't like Minecraft mods? I've not really looked at them very heavily. But at the same time, you got to consider that I've never played Minecraft as heavily as some people have. So Minecraft, base vanilla Minecraft to me still feels very new and very interesting to me. If I had played it to death, then yeah, I could see myself definitely wanting mods more. I understand why people like modding it and why people like seeing the mods. Ugh, give up on that. Just get a freaking rug in here. There's not enough light in here still. Get a rug like this. It's like, just make it really long. Thought I was talking about Minecraft mods. In what respect, though? No, so Isaac wanted to install some Minecraft mods, partly because some people had suggested it in the past, partly because he's definitely has played more Minecraft than I ever have, and he was open to it much more than I was. I just wanted to continue playing it in vanilla survival mode, but at the same time, I wasn't necessarily against it. When I experienced Botania, I thought Botania was super overly complicated, and I did not like it, because I thought it was just unnecessary complications. This living area is so freaking huge for what I've done with this. Like, I made this tiny little nook, and this area is massive. I'm now rethinking this entire thing. Like, what if I just put this here? We did like, And then we set another couch over here at a weird angle that we hate. Base Minecraft complicated, yeah. Botania's definitely complicated, but so is base Minecraft. Just takes time. Yeah, no, and that's kind of what I ended up realizing too. Was it frustrated me to no end, to where I was getting agitated and angry with him when I was trying to learn it last time, because it was too much on top of too much extra stuff. But I realized after the fact that all I have to do is just sit back, breathe, and just take it in little by little over time and just learn it. I think I was trying to just bite off more than I could chew all at once, and I needed to not do that. This couch doesn't work. I don't even like where that is. Alright, what if I put it here? What if we sit it here? Right. Sit it there. Put it here. Put it here. Ooh. This couch is really small once I put this here, though. It's like really small. Seems overwhelming if you do everything at once. Yeah. Made it so that you take steps to do things slowly. There are alternate bosses in Botania. Yeah, I've heard about the alternate bosses. I've never even seen one of the normal bosses. I mean, other than seeing them in a YouTube video. Like, I've seen the Ender Dragon in a YouTube video. I've never seen it in actual gameplay. And I don't know of any other bosses, honestly, in Minecraft other than the Ender Dragon. I know there's supposed to be other things. But that's kind of like the level of what I've experienced in it. Here. You go there. You come there. Makes no sense. Here, go here. Can I fit you over here in the corner? Yes, but I like you better right there. Okay, you're there. You get to be there. Ender Dragon is so easy. It's also the Wither. I don't know what the Wither is. Like, just as a preface for anyone who's wondering how I don't know any of this stuff, when Minecraft had first came out, I did not care about it. I wasn't interested in it. And honestly, to this day, I'm not super interested in it. I enjoy playing it with Isaac in the manner that we have played it. But I have noticed there are times where I'll end up getting bored with it, but it's usually because I'm stagnating in something. It never was one of those games that compelled me to want to play it more and to draw me in more, so I kind of always stayed away from it. And then Isaac started pushing me more and more to trying it, to the point where one day I just kind of was all like, okay, fine, I'll try it. And then I started finding something that I enjoyed about it. And once I found something I enjoyed about the game, I wanted to keep playing it. So that's basically the gist of this. I also realized one of my problems I have. I don't like this wood Eee. Oh, that looks horrible. What did I find that I enjoyed? I really like the creative aspects of going through and how much you could influence the villagers' way of life that we were doing. We had a tendency where we would go and we would find a village, and then we would spend all of our time. This orangish color is driving me nuts. It needs to be more red. We'd spend all of our time improving the village and the villagers' lives. I really enjoyed that aspect and the fact that you could do that. That's kind of what ended up keeping me interested in Minecraft. And so that's how we were playing it. And it worked fine in that respect. And then Isaac wanted to try some new things, and I wasn't against trying new things, and the new things ended up driving me nuts. AKA Botania. But like I said, in hindsight, I need to just re-experience it again, and I need to just sit back, relax, and give it some time. And just play it slower. You don't know much about villages. You love finding working villages too. Villages are something people don't deal with a lot. Yeah, I've noticed a lot of people don't end up dealing with them. We do. We deal with them quite heavily. We love giving the villagers jobs, creating jobs, signing jobs, making the village, turning the village into a city, getting the golems to spawn even more so, and then turning that village into a tiny metropolis, and then we call ourselves their gods. And then we end up taking 2 of them against their wills, and we put them in boats, and we transport them further away. We build a road to where we transport them, and we build another village from scratch. And we just create one village connected to another village, and we kind of create this whole, like, interconnected set of villages. So if we want to head in a direction, we usually try and make a village. Did you ever try Pixelmon? I'm not super big into Pokemon. Isaac has played Pixelmon. Isaac does like Pixelmon, but I forget, there was something in it that he didn't... There was something that bugged him about it, and I want to say it was probably the server he was in, but I think there was something else that kept bugging him about it. I think it was always the servers he was in Pixelmon, but he did really like aspects of it. He tried getting me to play it, but because I'm not super into Pokemon, it just didn't interest me enough. This rug works better here. Not this color. Actually, this color kind of works. Hold on. I'm actually not opposed to the default rug like that. And I think that's the first time I've actually been okay with that default rug. You love giving villagers jobs, that's fun. Yeah. Minecraft, Pokemon, Pixelmon. I have seen enough of it when he played it to... Even though I'm not super big on Pokemon, I can agree that it is a very well-crafted mod that a lot of thought went into. I think it was fantastic on the level of detail they put into it. I don't find it fun. I don't care for it. But that's my own personal preference. But again, my personal preference aside, it looks fantastic, and it's impressive what they did with it. I'm worried the Sims are gonna come here and they're gonna be all like, I don't know how to navigate into that. I think they should be able to. I don't know. I think half a block is enough for them. For them to move her here and then here at least. Shit. You know what I'm gonna have to do? I don't want to save and go into it. What I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to take Emily's house and I'm gonna have to do this kind of setup real quick at some point on my own and just test if she can maneuver into it or not. That being said, I want to go into Edit Town and I want to save before I lose anything, because the game hasn't been crashing at all lately on me with the last several updates I had done with it, but I still don't trust it. I stay awakened. So, but yeah, I didn't have really a heavy plan today other than at some point I'm going to play Heretic 2. I was kind of going with the flow today because I woke up at like 5:30 this morning and I've not been able to get back to sleep, which is why I'm like kind of zoned in a way, even though I think I'm doing a pretty decent job at paying attention to chat despite this being zoned. Heretic 2 I want to play at some point. If I play something with Isaac later on in the afternoon, or if he takes over the stream, we'll find out as that goes on. Beyond that, again, I am going to probably start playing Resident Evil Code Veronica X either Saturday or Monday, because I'm taking over the Saturday morning stream for Isaac. It's gonna depend on how I feel in the morning, but I'm gonna try and set it up and plan on trying to do it. If I don't do it Saturday morning, I will start it on Monday. But I do want to get into it. I'm also aware that it's very possible I will bork myself in it. I don't mind. If I really screw over my save, I can just restart on my own on the side, get back to where I was and fix it. I don't mind doing that. I've never used this lamp. And for some reason it works in here. And it's also kind of hideous. Like, why is the base so massive? Why is this so big? Oh my god. Okay, let's do that. But I'm gonna come into this and I'm gonna make it darker. And then this one, chunky. It is very chunky. I feel like there's too many colors going on in this room. This lamp is hideous. I don't like it anymore. It's way too big. Yeah, it's too chunky. I need to get rid of it. I do want to use it at some point, but I mean, it's the same as like this one. I think I've used this in like one house once. Do I like Sims 3 better than Sims 4? Very much so. I think there's a lot more that you can do in The Sims 3. I like the art style in The Sims 4, and I like the building tools in The Sims 4. But what I've played at The Sims 4, it does not last content-wise. Gameplay is not as engaging as it is in The Sims 3. I feel like The Sims can go through a lot more experiences within their little sim lives in The Sims 3. The open world makes the world much more engaging. Everything they can end up doing is just more so. And I feel like you have to put more effort into doing things. I recently had played on stream quite a few times The Sims 2, and I do very much like The Sims 2 as well. I kind of can't tell you if I like Sims 2 better than Sims 3, honestly. I feel like I like them both relatively equally. Again, why am I putting it at an angle? It's a complete circular object. Here, what if I... Let's do that. I know it's a little awkward to have a slightly different lamp in here, but at the same time, I kind of feel like it lends itself to something. Don't want to do that one. Don't want to do that one. I do still want to try and fit this in here, but I just don't see it fitting. Played a Minecraft mod back in the day, but it didn't work very well. Which one was it? What was it supposed to do is probably the better question. See, What I don't like is this entire base has a wood texture. Like, why does it? This whole thing looks like instead of wood, it should be metal. Why is it wood? It's from Supernatural, I think. Eee. Eee. Ugh. Ugh. It let you use lightning and stuff, and it was OP. Yeah, you're talking about one of the other Magic expansions mods. That was one of my biggest problems, and that's why Isaac found Botania. Was he was trying to mod the game at the time, and because I like fantasy games a lot and I like Magic systems, he was trying to find something that would really, really pull me in, even more so than pull himself into a mod. And what he ended up finding was all these different Magic systems. And when we were looking around with other people and asking, hey, what about this one? What about this one? Pretty much everyone was pointing out that almost every single Magic mod is broken because they're overpowered. It doesn't work. They're not well balanced. They do things like what you were saying. Botania was one of the ones that was the most balanced, but in the process of it being so balanced, it's ridiculously complicated, to where it's very, like, you can't take it in at once. You have to take time to build your power. It takes time to get from point A to point B. I can appreciate that thought process that ended up going into it. Like I said, I need to spend more time with it instead of just like getting frustrated, which is what I allowed myself to get last time. I just need to just breathe and just let it be. Trying to find a good texture for this. Honestly, I think this is one of the better ones I can find. I really like this music on this part right now. Which Animal Crossing is this one from? Can I tell? No. But I always like this one whenever it comes up. It's really, really relaxing and peaceful to me. Give me this color. I don't think that works very well. Hold on. Can I control? I can. The texture works only if you put it, at least in this lampshade, only if you put it very lightly on. But this, I want these tassels to be more like here. This. Maybe. Kind of like it a little bit more like that. Oh. I was not foreseeing that being that. Hold on. Try and make you slightly darker. I'm playing with this way too much. And it's driving me nuts. I don't like it anymore. I want it red. Alright, do we like chunky lamp or do we like non-chunky lamp? Oh, shoot. Chunky lamp. It's a little bit toned down the light department. Probably change that. beyond that, you go, not that. Control shift click, set intensity. It's at normal, this light. So normal, I think, custom, this light, 1.5. That makes it slightly brighter. Because I think 1 is normal intensity. Now you can go up to like set intensity, custom intensity, this light, and say 5. Holy shit. It's like a spotlight in there. Set intensity, custom intensity, this light, 1.5. There. Like, 1 lamp to light them all. Holy shit, we have 2 of those now. I'm gonna keep that lamp. I kind of... Let me check something real quick. I know I'm driving myself nuts with this. I'm gonna try and do something a little bit more beigey with the lamp. How does that work? How do we like that? Kinda like that. A little bit. A little bit. What if I used a different texture? Oh, no, just leave it. Leave it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's very beige. It looks like it was ripped out of a sepia tone photo. And someone said, "Dear God, what have you done?" They're all like, sat it in a window till the color was leached out of it by the sun. It used to be vibrant. I also want to make this patio like further out now, but I'm like, is there a point? I could always make a little dirt garden thing here. Just make this all dirt and just put something over here. I don't know. Hold on. Here. Do it every 3? Is every 3 good? Oh, they did it every 2. I think every 3 is good here. They could always do the whole thing where they don't do it around everything. Oops. This is so the children don't fall off. You're like asking, what children? Well, the children. We have to think of them. Oh God, there's like no reason to do this. I'm all like, but the children, we have to think of them. Oh no, I'm gonna do that, aren't I? Ugh. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, and we'll put it. Don't tell me where I can put this. Very upset by that, honestly. 6. 1, 2. 1, 2. 2. Look, now it matches the fence over there. For some stupid ass reason. And then those people are like, wow, why is our yard not big enough? Gonna work on some custom skins for us, by the way. Oh, for what? Oh no. Who's in here caring about kids? I don't know. That's a good question. We don't know who's supposed to live here yet. People say Sims 4 lacks depth. Yeah. I mean, I pretty much agree with that thought process. Even with all of its expansions, I don't think it has anywhere near the level of depth that The Sims 3 has. Recently, The Sims 4 was put onto the Steam store, and during the Thanksgiving weekend sale, or the autumn sale as they were calling it, The Sims 4 went on super sale on Steam. Buying The Sims 4 with all expansions through Steam with that discount still cost more money than buying Sims 3 with all of its expansions at full price. And The Sims 3 has more depth to it. When The Sims 3 does go on sale on the Steam store, which, you know what, I will check right now and tell you if it is. But when it does go on sale, it tends to go on super sale, and it tends to be like $3.99 per. And it's kind of like amazing at what levels it goes. Yeah, no, it's not on sale. Like, something happened with Origin where they used to put The Sims 3 on sale regularly. They're no longer selling The Sims 3 on sale. They're doing it pretty much at full price. It's like, it's $20 per expansion. Like, you don't need the stuff packs in Sims 3, honestly. They're kind of pointless. Most of the stuff packs are absolutely worthless. I think the luxury, the high-end loft stuff is probably the better looking of them, potentially. I forget. There's one or two stuff packs I've looked at and I'm all like, oh, those are kind of cool. I don't have any of the stuff packs. I only have expansions, and I don't have Into the Future because I don't care about Into the Future. But I have every other expansion pack in The Sims 3, and the game's fantastic. You do have to do some gimmicky things to get it to run better. But there's such a huge fan base out there. They'll tell you how to change the configuration files so that it will pull and use more RAM. They'll tell you how to clean out your save file when you end up having major issues. They'll just give you some basic stuff that will end up fixing things. I have little, very, very, very minimal mods installed because I don't like installing mods in my Sims game. I like playing it as vanilla as possible. But I'm trying to find a gate, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm staring at this. And I'm having so many problems right now just looking at a gate and finding one. Why are these ugly? That's literally like a tree branch somehow bent around. Anyways. But, yeah, I definitely don't feel like The Sims 4, while I like its art style, while I like a lot of the stuff that they've done over time with their building tools, I don't feel like it offers enough at all to justify jumping from Sims 3 to Sims 4. I also feel like the Sims in The Sims 4 have a lot less personality than they've ever had in any previous Sims game, because the emotion system overtakes their personality traits. A sim that is feeling energetic will act the exact same as any other sim that's feeling energetic, despite it having a trait called lazy. And that annoys me. Whereas in The Sims 3, you can have a sim that's lazy and you can have a sim that's like active, and they will totally act opposite of each other. EA lost its soul. I mean, a lot of the major AAA companies, to some extent, have lost their soul. I don't think it's not possible for them to come back from where they've gone and actually become something better again. But I'm saving again. So I'm losing some steam here, and I need to start switching to something else soon. So you bought it on the wrong platform. You bought Sims 3 and Sims 3 expansions on Origin a while ago. I mean, if you bought it on Origin and you bought it on Origin a while ago, there's nothing wrong with that. It has gone on sale there, I think, beforehand, but Steam, it was going on sale more regularly. Like I said, once they switched Sims 4 to being available on Steam, I have not been seeing the Sims 3 go on sale anymore. I've been seeing them trying to push Sims 4 more, and it kind of annoys me a little bit. But yeah. I mean, if you bought it on Origin, you bought it on Origin. There's not much you can do about it. I'm going to start working on the bathroom. That's what I'm going to do. Let's get a light in here. I need to figure out what light I want. I'm probably going to end up throwing this one in. This is my default light. It's like the cheap default, and I don't like it as the cheap default because I feel like there should be something better, but it works. But yeah. You were big mad when it ended up on Steam. Technically, you bought the discs for what, Sims 3? I mean, the discs for Sims 3, that's what I have, Caroline. I only have discs, so I couldn't get any of them on Steam. When I've bought every expansion, I've had to go out on Amazon and find physical copies. Is it worth rebuying them on Steam when they are in super sale? That's up to you. I mean, you'll end up spending money for the exact same game, but if you really want all the expansions and you find it cheaper on Steam, then that's up to you. I definitely say if you like The Sims, you'll get a lot more mileage out of The Sims 3 than you'll ever get out of The Sims 4. Creative style definitely is one major... Like, you're seeing, like, me building a house in here, and rather than going through the pre-made palettes that you're forced to do in, like, The Sims 4, which was also in The Sims 2 and wasn't even in The Sims 1. I'm sitting here and, like, minutely, finally, determining exactly what I want. The creative style from The Sims 3 is probably one of the best features and is one of the things that they definitely needed to bring back that I'm still baffled that they I mean, I get what they were trying to do when they got rid of it. They were trying to simplify loading of the game and everything. Plus, I had heard that originally The Sims 4, much prior to its release, it was originally being built and intended to be an MMO. It was meant to be played online with other people. And that's why a lot of things were originally left out of it, because certain countries found certain things disagreeable, such as toddlers being in games and swimming pools. I don't know why, but apparently that was a disagreeable thing in certain areas, so in order to get the most impact out of the most areas, they decided to remove those features from the game initially. Then, before anything ended up happening, as pretty much everyone is aware of at this point, they ended up changing everything into what The Sims 4 is now. Because other countries don't have toddlers in swimming pools. I don't know. No, I think there's this thing about other countries with regards to having children within forms of media. There are certain countries where it's like taboo to have certain ages included in forms of media where things can end up happening, such as within The Sims, and I think that's why they originally ended up removing it. The swimming pools, I don't know what the whole reasoning behind that was. All I had heard, and I had seen it clarified within the media before in the past, that it was initially intended to be an MMO to be played online with other people, and that ended up changing over time. And became the Sims game that we know it to be today. I'm trying to change this. I mean, as we can obviously see. I'm basically, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get a tile on the bottom part, and then the top part being like wallpaper or something, but I don't know if I'm going to get that. Maybe if I do it with paint, no. I don't think I'm going to do it with wallpaper. Let me check. No, there's two color channels. They're kids 4-page. But I mean, that's supposed to be one of the reasons why after it was released, they ended up giving the update where I want to say it was toddlers, that it wasn't included, the age gap. It's very possible they just left toddlers out because they thought people didn't want that age level to play with. I don't know. But they did end up changing things over time. Very quickly. Release the pools in the past, which a lot of people don't remember until you remind them, is that when The Sims 4 first came out, toddlers were not a thing. And swimming pools were not a thing. They did not allow them in the game. Yeah, that has a texture built into it. Damn it. You know what? Hold on. I think I have another idea with this wall. What about this one? This might be what I needed. Nope, it's not. Of course it's not. It has a pre-done texture in there. I'm nitpicking too much. Here. I am going to use this. I am changing the wallpaper above. Ew. I want like a... How cheesy would that be if that's the wallpaper? Right here. Really pale yellow. Oh, that's ugly. Oh, that's hideous. That's horrible. Flames is the obvious choice of wallpaper. Obviously, you need the flames, and I don't know what you're doing, but you need those flames. Oh my god. This might be the one I wanted. It is, look. Here. White. And then tiles. This is what I was originally looking for. Could do that one. What I could do is make this much paler. I mean, I could probably deal with just making this tile white, but... It looks dirty when I do that. That's my problem. Let's switch it to this. So it's similar to what I did in the kitchen. That works. Honestly, if I'm gonna do that. Eee! I just noticed the kitchen tile. Oh no, it's fine. Oh, fucking hell. Scared me half to death for a bit. Yeah, no, this is fine. This works. The blue one, in case you want to know all the what? Ducks and boats as it should be. Ducks and boats. You need to get us in to build a house, considering how he makes Sims. It could be pretty entertaining. Isaac in? Isaac has technically made houses before. Look. Do you need to see the one that Isaac, like, gave instructions on building? Like, if you haven't seen it? Do you need to see Barbie's dream home? There's also Dave's depressing bungalow. Yeah, but has he made one with ridiculous wallpaper? I'm gonna show you this once. Alright. I've shown it before. I ain't gonna show it once. Just once. This is the polka dot florist home that Isaac made, that he told me to fix. Okay? I'm gonna tear this out of the town when I'm done with it. Because I did already drop it in, and we fixed it, okay? This is the exterior of the house. He called it the polka dot florist home, keep in mind. This is the exterior that he built, okay? Exterior, exterior, exterior. Take it in. Needs more bright dots. Kitchen. Love it. I hate you right now. Okay. Next to the kitchen, the computer room and study, which leads into a door with wands hanging on the wall, by the way. Leads into a room that has a mannequin, some jars, and this bed, which also has a glass door that goes onto the patio, by the way. This is not tasteful. This cracked wall decor with this is what Isaac had made. Alright? With another door that went outside over here. With the patio back here. Okay? And upstairs, you have this tiny hallway that went into 2 bunk beds, and this tiny ass hallway over here that went into a bedroom, and then this was a bedroom. This is a bedroom. This is a bedroom. You're sorry, but you love it? Look. No. No. Your opinion here is invalid. Because this house got ripped apart and rebuilt elsewhere. Basically, I took the house, I dropped it down, and during a building stream, I had a slight meltdown because he insisted that I needed to use the home as a base. And I was allowed to redesign it in whatever way I saw fit. Okay? In order to get it in there. And I did redesign it. And the redesign looks... You can see the basic concept of where it came from, but it does not look like that house anymore. For very good reason. Caroline's all like, that is layout of your grandparents' on top floor. Yeah. Well, here's the problem with that top floor, as I ended up pointing out, is as much as you can sit there and make a quote-unquote realistic-ish house within The Sims themselves will get bottlenecked up there, get stuck against each other, and will just yell and scream at each other, saying, Fugasna, Fuedishne, and then just going, Weebna, and not being able to move. So, in practicality, that house for The Sims does not work. You need the hallways to be at least 2 squares so that instead of getting stuck, they'll actually maneuver naturally around each other. Because if you have a single hallway, if you have a sim that comes down this hallway and a sim that comes up the hallway at the same time, they will stand and stare at each other, complain that they can't move for a while before one of the AIs will kick in and walk backwards to move out of the way to allow the other one through. So you kind of have to balance when you're making the houses in The Sims with how you'd want a house to naturally be versus what you want the house to be and still functions properly within The Sims world's confines. So I always make sure there's decent walking space. Usually when I do stairs, I will make them 2 wide instead of 1. I've been doing a lot of 1s lately, and just because I'm like, whatever. If you do 2 wide, you almost never have a problem with The Sims going up and down. If you do 1 wide, this one sim can go up or down the staircase, and the others have to wait until that one is done. So usually I will do more than one staircase. Because we're not necessarily playing with these houses, I don't mind so much. These houses just exist within the confines of the world. Condidiabetus, thank you for the follow. I'm rereading your name. It's Condidiabetus. I love that. I don't really want to put these here, but whatever. If I'm gonna put this here, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Here, instead of doing that, because there's a door there. Okay. I got that. All right. So, oh, there is a bathroom here. Hold on. Right there. It's supposed to be right there. There. Okay. Great. Now this door is gonna swing and slam into the light. Not anymore. Doesn't really matter. The doors swing both ways in the world of The Sims. I think my only problem with this is, as much as I would love to do this and this just to make my life easier, I don't like the look of it. So I will change those, but what I will do is I will drop these into them as a reminder. Hi, Amaya. Happy Candle Nights. Is that what that is? I don't know all the holiday names. I was raised with Christmas and Christmas Eve, so I know it is Christmas Eve. But I like the name Candle Nights. Candle Nights. Kidding. Yeah. I'm sitting here and getting stuck now. So back here I wanted to put like, honestly, I don't know what I'd want to put here. If this is a living area, then I'd want to put a stereo of some sort. Big Daddy Sound Air. Where did I get this? I kind of like this. Yes. Give me. This house has so many different forms of decorations. I want the wicker basket. I always like this is the wicker basket. I mean, I've done it with the other ones, but it looks great with the wicker basket. In a bit, I need to go get coffee. I should just switch to Heretic too. I also really want... I kind of want to change the wood on it, but at the same time, I kind of want to keep it the way it is. Ew. Yeah, I'll do that. I like that one. And honestly, I could leave it like this. It doesn't need anything else. This entire room can be like this. It looks fantastic, honestly. It's very simple, but it works Reminds you, one of your classmates gave you all little bead bracelets. You sure it's just a big hilarious coincidence, but yours is purple, gray, and white? I don't know what that means. I don't know color things in general. Like color coding codes of colors. I'm all like, meh. I don't understand them all the time. I usually have to look them up. Oh, it's the asexual flag. Oh, okay. Have a sword. Random sword in there. Have a map. Random map. Nah. Fishing. Fishing portrait. Random fishing portrait. Come here. Lunge yourself here. Yes, I love it. Okay. It's perfect. It stays. It's just so random, but whatever. So in here, I was planning on making like a study library kind of thing. So I wanted to do just a basic desk. Basic desk. Fuck that antique desk. And I could do bookcases against this wall. And honestly, let me see. There we go. Because I can then do a table lamp here. I like putting the lamps up there, but they don't always work up there. And as much as I like this lamp, it almost never fits. The duck! Quack, 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 quack. You're working on your Haribo Candle Nights is a holiday made up by 3 good brothers. It's basically a combination of all the holidays celebrated in one, whatever you wish to. But I also just like the way it sounds. So it's basically just yeah, I like the way it sounds too. It's just celebrate whatever you want, but happy candlelights. Instead of having to say every single holiday's name at once, we just say happy candlelights. Candle nights. Candle nights. I keep on saying candlelights, and this is what I'm gonna do now, am I? I'm just gonna confuse it and be all like, candlelights. It's like, it's candle nights. Candlelights? Candlelights! Speaking of, Kanara candle holder. This is Kwanzaa. They actually said Kwanzaa in here. Look at this. The Kanara table candle holder is the perfect choice for those looking to celebrate Kwanzaa. They actually said Kwanzaa. Typically, EA, with The Sims, at least especially when Will Wright was in it, would never ever mention an actual real-world holiday. They always made them up, which is why The Sims would have Snow Day instead of, like, Christmas or Winter Holiday or something. It would be Snow Day. I actually never noticed that they actually named the menorah and the Kwanzaa candle holder.
Mushroom.
Huh? Mr. Captain XX2, thank you for the follow. No, it's too big. There's like little lamps that you can put around that work better than some of these. This is like the only one that I can really easily put up there that looks good, but it doesn't shed a whole lot of light. And I have actually used this on a number of occasions. Look at this. Put it like this. Another one. Just put it like this. It's all like, do you have enough light yet, sir? Sir. 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 Oh my god. I actually think I like it over here a little bit better. It's a very low light, but set intensity, normal, just like, okay, so it's normal as that. Set intensity, custom, this light, 1.5. Ooh. Set intensity, custom, this light, 1.3. That's a little better. So it lights up the desk without being too over the top. And yeah, I tend to put computers in almost all the houses. It's just the way it's been in general, and I don't... If we're still going antique, are we going to go this antique? Partners plan to make a duck feast for us? Oh my god. Oh my god. I have never ever cooked duck, and I wouldn't want to. It's such a pain in the ass, I thought. It's very oily. The meat is very oily. I've never tried working with it. Honestly, I've never worked with lamb either. What are your guys' plans for the holidays? There's a... Isaac says it's Italian. Last I looked it up, it's not Italian. Let me look it up and tell you the name. There is an old... Oh, so it's Italian-American. It's not Italian. It's Italian-American celebration on Christmas Eve known as Feast of the Seven Fishes that Isaac's stepmom is super, super big into. And the whole thing is, from what I understand, you're supposed to have something like at least 7 seafood dishes. They do it. She does it every year. I don't know where she started it, but she does it every year. I've never heard of it beforehand. I think it's more predominant on the East Coast. We're going over there tonight for some seafood. And then tomorrow we're going back over there tomorrow for Christmas. And I'm going to be bringing over some side dishes that I'm making. And probably cookies. Because I'm making those. Fishy. She tends to do a lot of stuff that I wouldn't necessarily eat. I'm a little picky when it comes to seafood. I do like seafood because I like sushi, but I tend to like more like fish. And when it's not fish, shrimp and crab are good, but I'm very picky when it comes to like, I don't really want to eat mussels unless they're made just right in a particular way or something, like in a really good sauce. And I don't want to eat oysters. I've had oysters. I just don't care for them. I don't want to eat squid. I don't want calamari. I don't want any of that. It's just, I'm just picky with regards to it. So when we said we were going to, I told Isaac, I said, remind her that this is the kind of stuff I'm willing to have. For calamari, it's very much the texture, because if you don't work it properly, and apparently it's a pain in the ass to do it properly, it always ends up a little tough and chewy. But when it comes to like a fillet, like a fish fillet, I love it. I love a good fish fillet. I like tilapia. I love salmon. I haven't really had a whole different lot of types of them, but if someone stuck a fillet of like a steak of fish fillet in front of me and said, here, try this, I would eat it without a problem. But a lot of seafood I get a very iffy on. So, like, I'm a little apprehensive, but I'm always apprehensive when it's something that I'm always a little picky on, and Isaac already keeps on telling me it'll be fine. She knows what I do and don't like, because he told her. Blah, blah, blah. I'm not too worried, honestly. If there's not much that I'd like to eat there, I can get something somewhere. I could even eat some more at home. It'll be fine. I actually like this if it wasn't covered in toys. Your partner said it was a tough meat to work with. Yeah, duck. Yeah, if you do it right though, duck is supposed to be really good. I've had duck a handful of times, and it's really good if it's done right. Eat seafood, rip for moving to the East Coast. I don't mind seafood, I'm just picky on it. I'm also trying to see if there was other things in here than the toys, but of course it's not. This is actually a cute design. I would love to put it in this room if it wasn't covered in toys. Not a fan of oysters or mussels. I've had mussels once that I really liked, and it was in a white wine sauce, and it was fucking fantastic. I have not since had mussels in a way that I've enjoyed them. So yeah. But you're picky with crab, needs to be cooked right. Yeah. Fake crab just never has a good texture. I'm fine with fake crab. Krab, I think it is. Because I think it's made out of tuna, I want to say. I'm fine with it, but yeah, if I'm gonna have crab, I want it to be crab, not fake crab. Now, if someone feeds me like California rolls or something, I know that the large majority of California rolls are fake crab. I'm not gonna like mince on that one. Like, it's very rare to have California rolls that are not made of fake crab. I've been to one restaurant that has been like that didn't have fake crab on their California rolls, and oh my god, it's so amazing when you have them with real crab. There's just a sweetness to real crab that just elevates that roll to a different level. I don't like any of these bookcases. I could do this, and then it will come out looking like shit. How is he able to do this? I didn't know you could like actually meld these into each other like this. Oh, you don't really get a whole lot of room for it though. Because you can kind of do it right there anyways. Here. Let's get the same wood textures here. The question is, do we leave this without any curtains? Y'all like, no. It's just, you just see straight into the house. That's it. There's no curtains there. There's no curtains there. Fuck it. These curtains are exclusive to this room. Fuck it. I kind of like them exclusive to that room. I don't know why. I just do. There's no chair in here. There's no fucking chair in this room. Hold on. It's not even a real chair. Needs to be like a dining chair. Here. I've been using the office chair more and more often, but I kind of want to use this one. I and Isaac played the raft together. We have a long time ago. Way before a lot of the updates. The last time we had played it, it was so broken it was unplayable. That kind of turned us off on touching it for a while. I've heard that there's been a lot of fixes and that there's a lot of updates. We haven't really looked into them. Probably should at this point. Tissues.
Mushroom.
Here. Need tissues here. Hostility Lillian. Thank you for the follow. Probably BSU username. I'm sorry. But am I really sorry? I want to move this. Like, why is this never in a spot I want it to be in? Fuck it. Clean clothes. Makeup. I do makeup tutorials. We don't have a webcam, but I just pretend. Fucking hell. Okay. I'm done with this room. This room looks fine. Like, it's fine. Okay. I'm done with this house for now. We need to switch games.